Hey there folks, welcome back to Westby. We're in October. A lot of time has passed by. You notice we have some cash. $1.5 million. We ended up selling, well, basically all our crops. The prices were good, and so we sold them. And so here we are. Now we're in October. We have so many fields that are ready to harvest. So we started here beside the farm, and we're knocking out the barley, trying to get that taken care of, and then we'll move on to other things. I don't know what all this episode will encompass. We'll just have to see what we get to and how to go about it. We got good old boy down there. Looks like he's emptying out the combine, and well, we're getting it done. Oh, I do think we're going to end up buying the property next door. Now that we have a whole lot of cash, we can afford it easily, and should be good to go. Bought some more cows. We have 4 barns now with cows in it, and keeping them fed is a chore. It's an absolute chore with the equipment I have. I may have to do something different. I don't know. But yeah, the food mixer that I have, it holds 17,000 liters. Woo, we got a big lag spike there. 17,000 liters, and it is very slow. So to grind up the bales and then empty it out into the food troughs there in the cow pens, oh, it takes forever. So I don't know if I want to look into maybe some sort of maybe TMR mixer that we could install here on the farm. Maybe something like that. Or maybe something that would maybe grind the bales a little bit easier. I don't know. We're going to have to do something else because we still have a couple barns left to fill up with cows. So it is going to become quite the nightmare here very, very soon. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Not going to make it to the end of this road. Nope, I'm not. That's okay. We'll zip up here to the truck and then continue harvesting. So yeah, I actually spent about 2 real-life hours trying to feed the cows. The food had gotten down really low, and yeah, it took forever. Alright, got the combine finished unloading. We're going back now here in the field harvesting. And I wanted to mention too that the mineral feed grinder on the map over by Cherokee Feeds is an absolute moneymaker. I know I mentioned that on a previous episode, but we are making a killing, an absolute killing, grinding up our crops for mineral feed. So yeah, that is working out really well. Double to triple what you would normally get for a crop, we're getting for the mineral feed. So yeah, it's working out really good, and we are trucking along. Well, as you can see, we are making some progress. Made it around the field a few times. Oh, but we got a lot to go. A whole lot to go. So we've got the truck and the other combines over there across the field getting unloaded, and I'm over here on this other side. Well, we got a lot to go. We've already taken 1 full truck to the silo, and that truck over there is probably getting close to being full. So yeah, we're doing really good. You see on the little mini map down there in the left hand corner, the yield on this field is very, very good. It's in the green, the dark green. So it's doing really good. We're getting some good yield and making a lot of straw. We'll probably make as much money off this field in straw as we actually do with crop. It's kind of crazy how that works out. So we are just clicking along. I'm probably going to do a few little cut-in segments here as we progress through this field, and we'll see how it ends up. Alrighty, well, we've got all the barley harvested. Actually started doing some baling, and we have the combines moved over into the soybean field. Trying to get things harvested up at least as much as we can, because as you can see, we have some rain on the way. So trying to hurry up with the harvest so that we don't have to stop and wait, because I don't know, once it starts raining it seems like it takes forever before you can harvest again. So it may be into November if we end up waiting. So we have the last trailer full of barley here in the truck. We'll get this dumping into the silo, and then I'll show you just how much we ended up with. It was quite a bit. Quite a bit. We go over here and look, we're over 300,000. Let's see if we can just refresh it. There we go. 321,000 liters of barley. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now we could turn all of that into mineral feed, but now that we've got quite a bit of cash, I don't know that I will. We might still take some up there, but we're not going to run as much through it as we have been. We may end up selling most of this barley as grain. So let me get this truck backed in here, and we'll get it parked up. And let's just hop on over. Oh, you know what? I need to do something here real quick. I had this tractor and trailer down. Well, I guess it's a mixing wagon. Down at the mineral feed grinder. Couldn't think of what I was trying to say there. Had it down at the mineral feed grinder and had it filling. So we got a full 17,000 liters in it, and we're going to feed some cows. So that is the cow barn at the other farm, and they are good. They got 13,000 liters. This one only has 8, 20, and 9. So we're going to put some of this into these two upper barns, I believe. We'll dump about half of it into this barn, and we'll take the other half over to the other barn. Just trying to keep them fed. Nice thing about this particular map is you don't necessarily have to mix the food in the food mixer. You can just dump it in straight and it counts. So that's rather convenient, and it does help out a little bit, especially when you have this many barns to keep track of. I kind of wish there was a big number on the side of the barn, and then that's what was designated in the menu. That would actually be very helpful. That way you know what barn to go to. Alright, there we go at 50%. Let's move over here, and we'll get the rest of it emptied out. And probably be needing to go empty out the combines here in just a moment. Now, good old boy was helping me out. As a matter of fact, this particular episode has been recorded over 3 days. This is the I'm on my third day of recording this episode. It has taken me well, it's just been one of those episodes to try and get recorded. Me and good old boy started the episode doing some harvesting. The first night we had to drop off of the server. It had gotten late, and then the next day I jumped on by myself and was trying to work on finishing up the field, which I did. And so here we are on the third day of trying to get this episode recorded. Alright, so let's just check real quick. So we have 16, 20s, 18. Yeah, so we're looking really good on the mineral feed now in those barns. So we'll just pull this just right over here out of the way. We'll get that moved somewhere at some point here soon. All right, let's hop down here. Let's see. All right, let's hop over to the combines. Well, as it turns out, I believe both combines are full. See, that one across the way is, and this one is too. So we have not taken any of the soybeans down to the silo yet, so this truck is all we have harvested so far, so just short of 35,000 liters, and we'll be adding to that here immediately. I think each of these combines hold 11 or 12,000. So put us somewhere between 55 and 60,000 liters, I believe, when we're done emptying up these two combines. They'll probably add to it a little bit because well, this one's moving as it is emptying into the truck, so that will add some to it. So we may actually end up with a full trailer load here by the time we're done, which will be really good. The only problem with these combines, they harvest, or well, they empty through the auger really slow, which is probably realistic, but it does take quite a bit of time. Alright, he stopped there, so we'll get that finished up. Doesn't look like too much more to go. I tell you, on this map, I have actually really enjoyed using some of this older equipment with this old school theme. I know some of the stuff we've used isn't quite as old as it could have been, but I've done the best we can with the mods available, trying to keep things as old school as possible. So it's been fun. I've really enjoyed the old equipment, but to be honest with you, it actually would have been a lot easier if we were not using old school equipment on this big of a map. Now that we have some bigger fields, being able to use some bigger combines with some larger headers would be much, much quicker. But hey, this is how they used to do it, huh? It just took more time. Oh, almost clipped the trailer there with the header. Now let's see, I don't even know how big these headers are. Let's take a look real quick. So 9.1, 9. Yeah, so you know, a little bit smaller than the 12, 15, 18 meter headers that you can use now. But we're getting it done. We really are. It's taking some time. We've had to use helpers quite a bit, but we are getting it done and continuing to progress. It's been fun. It really has. And I do have another project I want to do on the farm here. I'm not going to give away yet. It's nothing big, but it's something that I do want to do here, and probably the next episode I'll kind of show it off what I decided to. It's changing something up, so kind of interested to see how that turns out. What I'm going to do kind of makes more sense to me than what is currently in place, so it should be interesting to see how that kind of ties the farm together just a little bit. How about that? We got all of it into the trailer. It looks pretty full. So let's get this combine moved over here and we'll get it restarted. Alright, there we go. And let's go on and take this to the silo because it is about as full as it can get. Yeah, it is 99%. So really, really full. Let's see. Ooh, this is going to be... Yeah, I guess we'll go down this way so we don't cut across the field. We're going to have to go down the hill and then probably cut through the other field. I think that'll be okay. So it did get started on the baling. We do have one load of straw already loaded up. And I tell you, good old boy, he gets really excited about the straw. he was pretty excited about how much straw we were going to get off of this field. And rightly so, because, man, I'll tell you what, the straw sells for a pretty penny. So that is going to, I mean, you see all the bales out here, and these are the big bales. These are the, what is it, 240 centimeter bales. So it's the biggest we can make. So a lot of straw packed in each one. So each trailer load we take is going to be quite a bit of straw going down to be sold. So it should bring quite a bit of profit as well. And I believe we have sold all of our soybeans. Let's just double check the... Yep. So we sold them all. So these will probably hang on to until close to next summer. End of the spring, early summer. Now Now before we recorded this, we did sell a bunch of stuff, and we actually got a good price early. It's only October, and well, the prices were up, actually higher than the peak price. So we went ahead and sold it. Went ahead and made the decision to sell now instead of holding on to it and potentially getting a lower price. So took the good price while we can and cashed out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and park this truck right over here. We'll get it ready and staged for the next time we have to empty out. Looks like they really don't have very many more passes to go before that field is taken care of. So let's hop over. I know I'm jumping around a little bit now, but that's okay. We just have a lot of things going right now. It seems like as the farm gets bigger and bigger, we just have more and more to do. So trying to manage the work becomes quite active. A lot of moving parts. Alright, so I'm going to head on up, I believe, to the Forge dealership. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, Forge sell point. Let's get on up there and we'll see how much this trailer load brings. Alright, we are up here at the Forge sell point, which we placed this sell point down here beside the Cherokee Feeds building. Let's go ahead and move in here and get our first trailer load full. Now, you may notice that there are, well, what appears to be 3 rows of bales here, but there's actually 4. You see right here, this between these two is kind of looks like an extra bale there or something. I don't know why, but for some reason, when we have these belt or the trailers loaded and log out of the server and come back in, it slides up. I don't know, but there is 48 bales on here, so if once I click unload, it will slide back. Look at that. It's kind of weird. There we go. 18, 19, 20,000 bucks. So $40,000 right here. Just like that. That's awesome. Back to the farm. Alright, back over here at the farm. Oop. It didn't start picking up. There we go. Let's get that one. There we go. I had reset the trailers, but I didn't enable the auto load. I think I have one combine that's full, and the other one looks like it is on the last row, so we may have a problem here. It's probably going to have a collision, so let's get... Oh, I'm going to hit that bell. There we go, just got it. Let's see if we can't get over here real quick, and then we'll hop over into the other combine and try and clear things out. So it does look like they have finished the field. We're getting really close to being done, so let's stop there Yeah, one of them has shut the tractor off. And let's see, so that one, let's see what's going on here. So this one looks like it is done. And the other combine looks like it is full, unless it is done as well. We'll go ahead and move this combine up here close to the truck, get it emptying out. So you see it's 92% full. It's almost another full tank of grain. There we go. And we'll hop into this one. Let's see. Oh, I need to cancel the worker. There we go. And let's just take a quick pan around. It looks like they got it all. May have missed a spot or two, but that's okay. We can check on the map here and see what we have. Yeah, it looks like they did a pretty good job, actually. Very pleased with that. So we have got both the barley and the soybeans harvested and in the silo. Well, soon to be in the silo before the rain comes. And I think it's supposed to come around lunchtime or maybe a little after. So we're still doing good on time. I was hoping to get all the baling done and the straw picked up before then as well. I don't know that I'll make it. That will be quite difficult to get done. Still have quite a bit more baling to go. But what I'll do is go ahead and pick up the bales that are on the field, get those sold, and then I'll work on the rest of the baling after that. So we have, it doesn't look like, not quite a half a trailer load yet. Well, I guess it would be. This trailer holds about 60,000 liters and these combines hold about 12. So yeah, that would be a little short of a half a load once this one is done. There we go. We'll just get these pulled off the field here for now, just in case we do any field work before they get moved. But I am sure they will be moved very quickly because we have a whole bunch of sorghum that is ready to be harvested as well. I'm actually thinking about potentially getting another harvester. I know it's kind of crazy, but we may need it. Some little hiccups there with the server. And if you guys are interested in a server, go ahead and use my affiliate code with Nitrado down below. You can find that in the description of the video. I'd appreciate it. You see we have a mountain of manure. Oh, and I did buy a manure spreader, and I don't know how it is going to work out, but I went ahead and bought it. It actually had popped into the used vehicle section. I was kind of, oh boy. It's kind of on the fence about which one to pick up, and it's kind of like a sign to me when something pops in there. So the one I got is the Frontier one. I know it's probably not the most old school, but that's close enough. All right, I'm actually just going to leave that truck there. It's not going to be in the way. And so I'm going to hop down here in the tractor. Let me just, you know what, I'll just walk down there. See, the corn is coming up. It's not far from being ready. So yeah, we do have quite a bit more to bale. Oh, you know what, I was going to get the rest of this picked up off the field. Let's do that real quick. Let's see if we can get one more load. tell you, with as many bells as we have, we may probably could just go with another trailer hooked up too. I don't know how that would be to drive. I think it'd have 3 trailers hooked up. Trying to maneuver that would be quite difficult, but yeah, it'd make these trips down to the sell points a little bit less frequent. Sorry about all the turning here in this particular few moments of the episode, because I'm sure it's not easy to follow, but got to do it to get around all these bells. So I do apologize about that. Hopefully you don't get motion sick. Oh, I've kicked that one out too far. Shoot. Oh, I keep running into them. I'm watching the trailer instead of the tractor. Let's see if we can't do this a little bit more smoothly. May have to cover some more ground, but that'll be okay. Alright, we need just a couple more. Well, more than that, actually. Alright, one more now. There we go. And then we'll head on down and get these sold. So what I'll do is I'll go do that. I'm going to sell this load, and then we'll come back, pick up the few we have left on the field, just a handful over there, and then I'll get started back on belling up the rest of this field. We'll try and get that done here really quickly, and then we'll see how much we made off these bells. I didn't look at the money, but we got about 40,000 bucks off that first load, so we should get about another 40 off of this one. So we'll see how many more loads we go and see what we end up with. Well, here we are, almost back up to the sell point, and we have the final bit of straw off the field. Finished up the baling, and we got it all loaded here on the trailer. As a matter of fact, we've taken 2 loads off, so about 80,000 bucks, and this is our 3rd load. Actually did not complete a 3rd load, so I actually thought we'd have more than that. So there's that's about 100,000 we've made right there. Now let's see what we get off of this little bit here. Oh, wrong trailer. There we go. So about $114,000 off the straw. We're gonna cut through here. Nobody saw that. So not too bad. I mean, really not too bad off the straw. I mean, it's a big field, but yeah, that's a lot of money just in straw. And I know I could have held on to the bells a little longer and made a little bit more off of it as the price come up a bit, but we'd have to store it somewhere, and we're not really equipped for that right now. So went ahead and sold it off, got it out of the way, got some cash in our pockets, and we're doing good, doing really good. So that is going to do it for this episode. Next time we'll be doing little changes here in the farmyard. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't done so already. I do appreciate each and every one of you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day.